Number 7, your insurances. Knowing where you're at with your insurances. A couple of them I'm sure you have already. You have car insurance. Maybe you have, if you own a home, you have homeowners insurance. Some of these things are required, of course, by law. But knowing what your terms are, knowing what your coverage is, having all these things together and putting these things on paper will help you build a firm foundation. There's a lot of times I coach folks that don't even know what they have, and they come to find out they have more than they thought they did. And that could be a blessing to them, right? You may find yourself there. You also may find gaps, things you need to get taken care of. All in all, it needs to be in your toolbox. This kind of information will help you. Number 8, there are way too many people dying without a will and estate. One thing's guaranteed, we're all going to die, right? Doing it without a will or an estate plan is just wrong, man. It's wrong. It's not good for the estate itself. It's not good for the family. And ultimately, it's just not good overall for the welfare of a legacy that you want to leave. Your will and estate can be done pretty inexpensively. Yes, you can do it online, but I highly recommend a lawyer, an attorney that focuses on estate planning and all that kind of stuff to help you. And for most people, it's not that difficult. It's not that expensive. If you just get some quotes, get some understanding, let them know, they'll work with you because they want to help you. You know, interview multiple estate attorneys. Don't just pick the first one. Don't close your eyes and pick something out of the yellow pages or the internet, whatever, the internet yellow pages. But you need to have a will and estate plan. And it will bring comfort, I believe, to your family, no matter your situation, even if you're single, to let folks know what you'd like to have done with all your assets and even your funeral arrangements after you go to the grave. Okay, number 9, investments. Of course, we have investments, hopefully. You know, what investments do you have? Are they stocks, bonds, mutual funds, Roth IRA, 401b, SEP, 401k, 403b, goodness gracious, what do you want to call it? Savings bonds in your drawer. You know, I just remember looking at mine as a kid going, when can I cash these again? Where do you have money that's put away? So your investments or your savings, those kinds of things. And there's only 3 things we can save for too: retirement, long-term purchases, and emergencies. We're going to talk about that throughout the webinar series as well. But your investment into the future, knowing that things are going to happen, we're not going to be able to earn as much as we used to, and maybe we won't be able to work as long as we need to. So looking at retirement and stuff like that. Your definition of retirement, not somebody else's. That's the other thing I like to do this money thing, is I want you to be financially free on your terms. What does that look like for you? Not what somebody else says, but what does it look like for you? Investments is a big discussion for a lot of people when it comes to that. This is one of my favorites, number 10. Number 10, your dream team. Having a dream team. And I think of that one show. Dun, 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 dun. Some of you may get that. That's the A-Team, right? They had that black van and Mr. T, and I forget all the other guys' names, but I remember Mr. T. And the dream team, you need to have your dream team kind of like they did. Folks on your team that can encourage you in this financial journey, and folks that you can encourage as well in your financial journey. Folks who can also keep you accountable, right? But also folks that can help you. So I already mentioned a few of them. You can have an estate attorney. You can have an accountant, or maybe your tax prep guy. You know, maybe they're not your accountant per se, but they do your taxes. You trust them. You can call on them throughout the year for certain kinds of advice. You're going to have people that are ahead of you financially, where you want to be one day, that you trust. Maybe it's a pastor at your church who can guide you in money matters when it comes to your beliefs and your faith. There's also people like, of course, your spouse, if you're married, or your girlfriend to be, or your wife to be, or your fiance, things like that. You want to be able to have these people in your dream team that you can bring the real deal to them, to be authentic with them at times when you need coaching and guidance. You can also have a money mentor or a coach, someone like me, or someone that you trust that can help you walk through your dreams and goals and your purposes for your career and your finances. Those kind of folks assemble together on your dream team. They might not all know each other. Oh, by the way, your investment professional too is another person. Maybe it's a real estate person that you trust. Whatever the case may be, these are folks on your dream team that can help you with this important thing called money. So that's the 10 financial tools. Now it's time to inventory and ready your tools. You got to get together a framework. And I'm actually building one for you now that I'm going to be putting together in my website and out on email and things like that. that takes these 10 financial tools and helps you categorize them and organize them into one place. And I actually have, it's under my desk where I'm speaking from right now. It's a black box with all these different file folders in them that is organized. That in case something were to happen to me or my wife, we both know where to go to get things of importance financially. I also have those things scanned in. You may even want to go as far as getting a box, a safe deposit box at the bank. So that's where you need to inventory those things on paper, get a list, put them into a place where you need it for safekeeping and for a place you can access in time of need. So now that you know what they are, it's time you locate them and put them to work for you, because you're going to need to get to work on them. And that's what this webinar series is dedicated for. That's what I help people do, is help them over time assess and inventory where they're at, celebrate the wins, attack the gaps, and be able to help them with their firm foundation that will change their financial future forever. You can do it. You guys can do it. Because, and remember, because this is because understanding not applied is not having, it's like not having understanding at all. What I mean by that is if you don't act quickly, if you don't get these things together quickly, this stuff we're talking about tonight will fade away.